Hello and welcome to Popcorn News, something to watch while you eat popcorn. Today is November 13th, 2015. The time is approximately 5:15 a.m. Central Standard Time. Today, November 13th, 2015, happens to be a Friday. Hence, today is Friday the 13th, considered by some to be unlucky. However, the true significance of Friday the 13th involves the Knights Templar. In France, on October 13th, 1307, there was a coordinated mass arrest of the Knights Templar. That day, October 13th, 1307, happened to be a Friday. And so this is the origin of the Friday the 13th superstition. In the Middle East, around 1250, Anno Domini, the Mongol Mangu Khan had conquered the sect of the assassins. However, by then the Knights Templar had already had long and important dealings with the assassins and had imbibed their precepts and principles. How degenerate had the Knights Templar become? There is still debate about this. Around the time of their mass arrest in 1307, rumors were circulating. The Knights Templar were haughty and insolent. There was a common saying about the Knights Templar that someone would drink like a Templar. The old German word temple house indicated a house of ill fame. This information comes from a book by Nesta H. Webster, Secret Societies. The book was first published in 1924, reprinted in 1994 as part of a series, Secret Societies and Subversive Movements. There has been upheaval in the Poe land. The very name of that nation suggests an affinity with Edgar Allan Poe, as reported in yesterday's Popcorn News, upheaval in Poland. Yesterday, November 12th, in the Poe land, a parliament dominated by a right-wing party, the Law and Justice Party, was sworn in. But the outgoing Prime Minister, Ua Kopaz, stood up, resigned, and unleashed a string of accusations against the incoming ruling Law and Justice Party, describing it as delusional and a threat to the democratic achievements of post-communist Poland.
Poland's Ewa Kopacz has stood down as Prime Minister. In her departing speech, she warned that her centrist Civic Platform party would not miss a single lie from the new Eurosceptic Law and Justice. Today, I can guarantee all Poles that if the new authorities will move us from the west to the east, if from the Europe they will lead us to the imaginary wilderness, Civic Platform will have the map ready to return to normality.
My friends, there is trouble in the Pole land. Let us notice someone else, besides Edgar Allan Poe, in connection with the Pole land. There once was a Polish nobleman, Count Jan Potocki. Potocki is said to have shot himself in the head with a silver bullet. He did not use just any bullet to kill himself. It had to be a silver bullet. But before Count Jan Potocki died, he wrote a strange book, the manuscript found in Saragossa. Count Jan Potocki described how Alphonse, a young Walloon officer, had been traveling to join his regiment in Madrid in 1739. The Walloons are a French-speaking people who live in Wallonia, part of Belgium. While traveling to join his regiment, Alphonse encounters thieves, brigands, cabalists, noblemen, coquettes, and gypsies. Coquettes are flirtatious women. On day 61 of his journey, Alphonse encounters the great sheik of the Gomales. "Young Nazarene," says the sheik to Alphonse, "you have guessed that I am the great sheik of the Gomales." The sheik is leader of an underground empire in Spain, and the underground empire is literally underground, in secret caverns. And so we have the Poe land, attuned not just to Edgar Allan Poe, but also to occult ideas revealed by Count Jan Potocki. And now the Poe land, which played such an important role in the disintegration of the Soviet Union around 1991, again witnesses dramatic events. Rooted in the anti-communist solidarity movement, the new Law and Justice Party mixes traditional Catholic values with promises to strengthen the state to fight corruption, reports Associated Press. But what of the strange plane crash of April 10, 2010?
So there are growing questions about the nature of the plane crash, which killed not just President Lech Kaczynski, but 100 members of the Polish military and civilian elite. Many people are questioning whether it was really an accident here in Poland. They believe they will never get to the bottom of the investigation completely because the forensic evidence has been gathered by the Russian investigators, and most of it has gone to Moscow together with the bodies of the people who are alleged to have died in this accident. So gunshots can be heard in a video that was shot immediately after the plane allegedly crashed in this piece of wood in Smolensk. 4 gunshots can be heard from a small caliber pistol. It has been speculated that members of a military group, went among the survivors and were actually shooting them to make sure there were no witnesses to a crash. This videotape is now being examined by the Polish state prosecutor.
Will the new right-wing government in the Pole land align itself with Russia or with the West? Or will it do neither and turn inward and nationalist instead? Do not too quickly dismiss the Pole land, for they presaged the disintegration of the Soviet Union almost 25 years before. Thank you for watching Popcorn News.